All right. For those here, we will have two sessions today for the AMA. During the first session, we will have an official Q&A. I will be asking Harvey questions, and the group can just wait for a bit. And once that is done, we will have a 3 to 5 minute period where you guys can ask Harvey questions, and he will answer them to you. And yeah, with no further ado, let's just get straight into it. Are you ready, Harvey?
Yes, I'm more than happy to. Please go ahead.
Perfect. All right. So could you please tell us something more about your project and what led you to starting the project?
Yeah, sure, 100%. So Orbitau is a play to earn battle arena game. We developed the Orbitau's ecosystems using the gameplays of Seven Deadly Sins as well as the Norse methodology. I think many of you might have familiar yourself with the Seven Deadly Sins tale, the battles between the earth and the heaven and the hell, and all the characters within it, such as Levitate, Satan, and various different Norse methodologies characters. So we think to ourselves that, hey, we don't want to follow a particular game story, so we want to mix things up. That's why we joined. We got our creative heads together and merged the two stories. So Orbital is a 3 versus 3 battle game, very similar to other games out there. But the biggest difference is that in our our animations, our skills, our levelings of the parts and everything else, which I'm going to talk more about it later. We really care about the play part for the gamers. And so currently we are already at version 2 of the game. So it's 2.0 already. It's on mainnet, it's on BSC. We listed on KuCoin as well as we're still on PancakeSwap, and that we are growing our users on a daily basis. And we're happy to be here and happy to share with everyone our stories. Back to you, Levitate.
Yes, absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for elaborating and giving us a brief introduction about your project and what led you to starting it. What is the utility of the town token in Orbitau?
Yeah, so Toem was created when we were talking to ourselves and we say that, hey, we really want to create a DeFi ecosystems that would help with the various different things, various different industries in the global market, right? Including the bankings, including all of the e-commerce platforms and various different industries in which we have been operating in for the past 20 years or so. Accumulated vast majority of experiences via tier 1 and startups companies. We say to ourselves that we want to create a token allowing a streamline of cash flow, of monetary movement, allowing the streamlines of various different DeFi's initiative across the globe. And so we say that, all right, let's go for Toem. And Toem is actually our governance tokens that it's encompass our ecosystems, which we are already building. And Orbital, which utilize upon Toem, is the first D-app or the first game that we actually created so that we can bring Toem closer to the global audience, to the wider masses. And so you can see that Toem is being currently used within the outside the game itself, right? But in the very near future, it will be used on a much bigger ecosystems, which I really love to review now, but I want to keep a little bit of secret there.
Understandable. You just want to make sure that people have their own immersion and they'll just be surprised by whatever you bring to the table soon. I like that. Let's see.
Yeah, yes. There's a lot of things that a lot of other people have been doing. You know, like move to earn and various different model. But for us, what we are really trying to build is we want to bring Toem becoming a currency, becoming a medium to bring real values to the world, to the economy. So obviously, we're not going to stop ourselves with just Orbital. We have a lot more coming.
Oh, that is very exciting to hear indeed. And going on to that subject, how does Orbitau reward users while maintaining the long-term stability of the project?
Yeah, so Orbital has been operating quite well. We recently just opened up the second NFT sales, which is the normal X. We think that given the play to earn overall industry has been down. It's a downtrend. It's a pretty bad time for Bitcoin. It's a pretty bad time for cryptocurrencies overall. We say to ourselves that we want the project to go long term. We have to lower the entry barriers, right? So we immediately say, okay, we can have NFT sales, which allow gamers to purchase these NFTs so that they would hatch heroes. And when they hatch heroes, they can use these heroes to play our game. And we got it down to only about $10-15 per egg. It's actually about 250 Toem, which is somewhere about that currencies, right? So it's somewhere about $12. It's about $12 to $15. Normally, you find play to earn a lot of different GameFi projects. The entry barriers is very high. It's like $30 at least, right? $50, 60, 70. And then you have to play extremely hard just to get the ROI. Whereby in this case, for the long-term projects, we want more users, right? So we lower the entry barrier deliberately to only about $10. So yeah, happy to share that with you.
Oh, that is actually very nice. I do agree indeed with a lot of GameFi projects. The entry barrier is very high indeed. So having a project with a lower entry definitely could attract a whole lot more new users. That's very innovating. Let's have a look. What can you tell us about your team and how did you come together and what would you say are your greatest strengths?
Right. So this is actually one of the exciting part, right? Obviously, I'm gonna talk first about my CEO as well as the founder, the big guy, Mr. Matt. Matt Min Nguyen, he's actually a very long-term entrepreneur as well as a highly technical person. Often you would find the position for the founder will just stay as a CEO, right, or a CTO, whereby Matt actually has the best of both worlds. He is our current CEO as well as our CTO, and he's the one who started the projects. He has over 20 plus experiences in the banking industry, in the fintech industry, even in the platform industries. So if you're in Vietnam, actually, you would know that there are Uber similar models around the world. And in Vietnam, we have a company called B. B is very similar to Uber. It's a ride-hailing app. And Mr. Min was actually the founder of the company. Now, he grew that company from a $0 to now it's almost 500 million USD in Vietnam. So he's very well known professionally in the Vietnamese community as well as the Singaporean community as well, and worldwide internationally, because he helped very much with the expansion of the company via raising fund from all over the globe. So that B group, apart from the ride hailing, they also have a digital bank which serves somewhere between about 14 million accounts at the moment. 14 million accounts in Vietnam at the moment. I can't disclose the transaction volume, but altogether, enterprises is very close to become a unicorn. So Mr. Min has always been very successful in that regard. He also built a highly advanced technical team for PayPal. as well as involved with the developments of game projects such as the Sim or various different morph game, mobile games. And so he said to himself that, when he at the peak of his career, and obviously he really want to do something even, more exciting. He said to himself that, all right, he has been following blockchains for a long time now. So now he thought to himself it's really good time for him to start it. So which he did, and then he called up us, myself, Jerry, the CMOs, Brian, our CFO, and our head of commerce, Kira. He called us up and he said, you know what, guys, let's do something to revolutionize the DeFi world, revolutionize the way we are operating on a global scales. And I think that because of all the experiences that he has in building strong technical team, we can definitely say we have one of the best team in Vietnam right now within the blockchain industry. And that's why we say that, all right, let's do it. And within just 30 days, okay, just 30 days, and we raised $3.3 million. We have a very strong cash flow and very strong finance. And our team, we grew from a tiny 5. Now, very happy to say we just onboarded the 60 personnel just a few days ago. We had our first team building as well. That's a little bit about Mr. Matt. And then we got Jerry. Jerry, he's our CMO, in which he has an extensive experience with game. He developed somewhere between around 40 plus games in the traditional world. So he's very familiar with the gamer persona. He's very familiar with how to actually appeal to them, how to actually, make them feel that they are enjoying the game. And that's why when you look at Orbital, you will find many different details of our characters are well made. Because we have an internal studio that develop the games, that design the games ourselves, right? So we want to make it really fun, great looking, fascinating content, and that's why we thank Jerry a lot for his involvement in the projects in that regard, bringing in his traditional game development and marketings for the traditional games. And then we have Brian and Kira, both of which are well educated in the international market, and that they have been involved helping us with budgetings, helping us with building up the operations, and also looking after all of our commerce. They together also have built businesses before. I mean, they built the recent businesses has a revenue of about 14 million USD annually. So we're very excited to have them. And finally, myself, I guess I train and study abroad for a long time. 14 years of experiences across 8 countries. I got an executive MBA at Harvard University's Harvard Business School. I was the youngest participant in the executive program, and I have always been a very passionate entrepreneur. So I bought businesses, invested in businesses, and also grew business myself. So altogether, just a brief, right? And you can see immediately the biggest strength that we have is that we're very dissimilar in our experiences. Meaning, we can actually help each other in many ways. Like we can actually say, you know what, I can help you with this, I can help you with that, and you vice versa can help me with this. So we all support one another, and in that regard, I think we have been working very well, and that is the key strength that we bring. We are very coherent. We listen to our audience, and if we work together well, we go very far in the project. And obviously, you can see that we are highly committed in Taiwan. Sorry, Levitan, it's a little bit long. I'm very
No,
excited for it.
that is a very elaborative explanation, and thank you very much for explaining it in full detail. You have an amazing team, and I love to hear how passionate you are about each individual member that you've spoken of today. I can definitely see that you share a great passion together, and that the support that you give each one another is just amazingly fun to hear.
Yeah, we really enjoy. We play games together, so that's why we hang out with each other in real life as well as professionally. So that's why we have very strong chemistry against one another, and very, very glad to be working with them.
Yes, definitely. I like to hear that. And now that you're so well invested in your team itself, how important is the community to you? What are some fun and innovative ways that you interact with your community?
Yeah, that's very fun. So our CEO as well as myself, we occasionally what we do is that instead of leaving the communities to be answers by the group moderator, for example, we jumped in. Immediately we jump in. We say, "Hey, you got a problem? Let us help you solve it." We answer the question. We talk to the communities ourselves instead of just the the mod. And we even created mini surveys. Like for example, there was time we were wondering between listing on Huobi and KuCoin and some others, right? We actually let our community vote it. We actually ask the community, "Hey guys, we got offers from Huobi. We got a good interest from these three exchanges. Who do you think we should go on?" And yeah, that's why the community chose and help us decide on that particular important issue, right? And we're very open to listen up to their feedbacks. Like just a few days ago, maybe around 1 week ago, when we first launched on our mainnet, immediately the community go back and say, "Guys, it's very difficult for us to calculate our ROI because you you invested heavily into the gaming itself. You are making the game kind of sophisticated. It's very hard for us to know when we're gonna get our money back, etc., etc. You should do this. You should do that. You should do ABC." And we took that upon ourselves. And guess what? Within just 10 days, we fixed almost everything. And we'd say to our community, we say, "Guys, we listen to you guys. Great feedbacks. Awesome always. Here is the new 2.0 update, which we just launched a few hours ago." So that's just noon in Vietnam time. Just launch it, allowing our community to actually immediately calculate the ROI when they play the game based on the power level, calculating, getting more of the resources in game, and even speed up the games and all of that. We did it all within just about 10 days of development. So very proud to say that the interaction between ourselves and the community has always been a two-way communication, never been a one-way. So I'm proud. I'm really happy to share that with you, Levitate.
Awesome. Yeah, myself, obviously as a community manager, I love to hear this, that you're engaging with your community, and indeed that it's not just a one-way road, that both you and the people that you have a product for have such a nice way to communicate with each other, so no one's really left in the dark. It's very nice to hear that, because you don't see it very often where a project is very well, deeply engaged with the people that use their product, of course. So it's very nice that you're so excited again to explain how you're in touch with your community. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Besides CryptoBlades, who are some of your other partners, and what are some accomplishments you have had because of these partnerships?
So we have done several partnerships, including with game guilds, right? We work with game guilds quite closely. We got new scholars coming in. We got people that helping us to actually connect ourselves with the stronger community of gamers. as well as we have existing partners from the traditional world. So I think I can share with you a little bit that Toem, again, I have to stress that we don't find partners just for the Orbital game. We find partners that help with Toem, the token by itself, to increase its utilities, to expand its horizon, to actually make it a lot more approachable across various different industry. So the partners that we currently have actually include banks, actually include financial institutions, actually include the traditional institutions that would help to push the Toem value and its acceptance. So it's not just for the Orbital game, right? And CryptoPlay is an amazing partner to help us with cross platforms gamings and expand our user base to the European and Westerners world. It's a fantastic way for us to reach more gamers. And right now, we are very happy to be working with CryptoPlay. But uh, but the rest of the partners actually is to help Toem rise in its value by itself. And a quick example is that we have this partner that is already ready its database for us to actually utilize upon. I can't share you the name now, but they already have millions of databases for us to utilize it on. So that's why once it is plugged in, it's just a matter of time before people realize the utilities of Toem. And we also have achieved great progresses with some of our long-time partners, such as NGCs or Hub Global and O21. They all help us so much with the fact that we want to expand to our KOL network, expand our community network. And there had been times when we say, we don't want to go mainstream, but Bloomberg cover us. We got various different mainstream media that cover us. You can actually find our information on on mainstream eddy media. And those are the things that really help us. You could say weather the storm uh, for the past few months. And very happy to say that even though, yeah, you can see that we have a downward chart, but at the end of the day, it's still above the IDO price of 3.5 cents. We're still X, we're still positive multiples, and we have increasing our holders number on a daily basis, as well as our gamers on a daily basis.
Awesome. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
And now that you're so excited, I think I can follow up with the last and final question that I have for you. What is something happening with your project now that you're very excited about? I'd love to hear the story about that.
So I really now what happens when I'm very excited with a project? Is that a question?
Yes, correct. What is something happening as of now with your project that you're excited about?
Oh, right. Oh, then definitely it's a 2.0, man. I mean, we are gamers. We love to play, right? And the 2.0 update has been extremely valuable to us. Not only that, the people are excited about the very clear ROI return. I actually can quickly let me just pull it up right now. I have the ROI calculation in front of me right now. And for example, if you have a power of 4,000 and you got actually 4,000 5-star, it's actually something quite rare to have. But let's say you have a 3-star, right? You have a power level of a medium level of 1,900. You've been playing the easy mode, and that you are putting in a lot different. You invested into 3 heroes. You actually only need 10 days to get your money back. Only about 10 days. So ROI is very short within this extremely downtrend date. And I honestly, I don't know what else to be very excited about apart from this fact that you can actually get your ROI. The longest is about 30 to 35 days, and the shortest times that you're going to get your ROI is actually 8 days. I don't know what else is even more excited than that, than seeing how you invest in something and you get an ROI within just months. And that's just pure crazy for, in my opinion, in the traditional world. So we're very excited that we got this out. We published this already. It's an estimated, very clear ROI, and that we have done significant changes in our game, in our heroes, in the way we give rewards to the to the players. So that's why, um, again, still very excited about this, and I'm playing it right now. There's even a fast speed mode, like games, sometimes they just get really boring to play, right? But this one, you can actually just press one button. It's gonna fasten the whole process, still gonna ensure for you the complexities as well as the randomness in terms of skill and crits and various different things to win against the monsters, but it's a lot faster for you.
Awesome. That I just love to hear your excitement. In nearly every answer you've given, you've shown how passionate and excited you are about the project and your role in it. And you rarely hear that from people. So thank you so much for answering these questions. And we're very excited to see the future of Orbitau. Moving forward, I will open the chat for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how many questions come in, and allowing our users to send their questions, and then you can pick a couple of them, answer them, and from there on out, we bring an end to the AMA. So I'll open the chat for everyone now, and Harvey can pick some of your questions to answer it here in the voice channel.
Awesome, thank you.
At your earliest convenience, there's already a couple questions coming in. You can just pick whichever one you like, and feel free to answer them.
Oh, okay, I see. I can just do it like right away, right?
Yeah, right. Why not? Indeed. Else we're just waiting here in silence. So the floor is all yours, Harvey.
Yeah, all right. Let's do that then. Okay, so let's go with CryptoBlades. Can we play this game on mobile? Yes, you actually shall have the mobile version very soon. However, for Android devices, let's say Galaxy Fold 3 or other Android devices, you can actually use the browsers on your phone, access our games, and play it. It's unfortunately because our elements, all of our characters is very highly detailed, so they can be heavy. So it's actually not recommended to play on a phone browsers. But in case if you really need to, it's still possible. So, but right now it's still web based, and we already building in the pipeline the mobile version for Android and iOS devices. Is project functional for mobile? Yes, that is the same thing that we are going to have in the very near future. I'm gonna share with you the rough roadmap. It's somewhere within the Q4 of this year, so very soon. How are you thinking of keeping the game's economy within a 10-day ROI? Isn't that too fast? It's actually not within a 10-day ROI. The ROI table, in which I think it's best if I share with you. Please give me 1 second. So, okay. So that is, which I just sent, is actually an estimated ROI chart. You can see that it is within about 29 days with, of course, some contingencies, right? I mean, you got to have a particular set of heroes, not the set of heroes, but you got accumulate enough hero powers, right? They have to be in a particular stars, 1 to 5 star. But at the end of the day, it can be, I have to be honest with you, right? I mean, it can be a little bit challenging to reach the level, such as 3-star or 4-star or 5-star, but it is possible if you put in the grind, you put in the days, you put in the effort. And each of the heroes actually have 5 energy bar. So each of the energy can, if you win on a particular map, if you win a map, for example, the energy will be reduced by 1 count. If you lose, obviously you're also going to lose the energy. But at the end of the day, we reset it on around full reset for the 5 energy is about 4 to 5 hours. So every 1 hour or so, we reset the first energy for you, or 1 energy bar for you. So each hero have 5 energy. And that's actually quite generous because given other games, they give you somewhere about 3 energy per hero. And so actually, it's actually not that fast. 10 days is of course, it's way too fast. That's why we have a very clear guideline. How you think of keeping the game economy within a 10-day ROI, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Do you have any tutorials on you? Yes, we do. Let me just quickly try to find that for you, because I think on if you go on our website right now at Orbitau.io, and that you will view the blog. All right, here you go. That's blog.orbitau.io. I'm just gonna share that with you guys. In this, oh, sorry. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I can send links, but it's actually blog. Lovely, that's the one. Thank you so much, Levitate. So this one it has a lot of guidelines for you to the best formation, for example, the best way for you to earn earn resources, and various different tactics, just simple tactics, so that you would be able to play on our game. Okay. And of course, you can always, PM me or PM the mod and PM the communities and ask them, hey, you got any tips for me? Which elemental hero should I get, etc., etc., etc. And we have seen it a lot in the community, and the community have been helping each other out a lot. All right. Does the game have a scholarship system? We will. We are very soon to get the scholarship systems developed. One of the exciting thing about this is that it's going to be an in-game guild management system, right? You might find that there are other games out there, even Axie Infinities. They have a out-game guild management. but not us. We are developing the in-game scholarship system. So yeah, keep a lookout. It's coming real soon. But of course, let's say, for example, if you have a large number of gamers or scholars that you would like to join the game, let us know. Let me know. We can do something about it. We can help you with some the more manual way. But I'm sure we will be able to find a way. Given that we have over 30 developers, I'm sure that we can do many things. Do you have any audits? Yes, we have. We are audited by VeryChain. VeryChain is one of the top auditors in the world in the blockchain industry. And you would find that our vast majorities of our ecosystems and structure, if you just go on our website, our game, and you just search through it, read through our smart contract, you will know that we invested quite heavily in protocols as well as security. Okay, you're saying ROI is around 10 days, but how long I need to be online? Is it 24/7? Is it more like crypto play? I would say that we built a play to earn game. So no, it is not required for you to be online 24/7. It can be said that it is very similar to crypto plays as well as some other games that you are enjoying and you're earning at the same time instead of just blindly click to earn or something like that. We are a play to earn game. I'm interested in your project when and where I can buy your token. Is already, yes, we are already listed on PancakeSwap on the decentralized exchange. We already listed on KuCoin as a centralized exchange. What's the time sink like? If expecting to invest about $1,000, how much time am I spending? Oh, time sink. Okay. $1,000 is somewhere that would yield around. Let me just quickly help you calculate this. So $1,000 will yield you somewhere about 15 to 20,000 Tauum. And right now, if you purchase our Immortal Eggs, which is a more advanced NFTs that would give you more chances to open up the 5-star heroes, that is somewhere about 800 to 900 Tauum per egg. It is recommended that you would get somewhere about 3 to 5 eggs. So which means that let's say you're getting 5 eggs, that is roughly around 4,000. That is roughly around 4,000 Tauum. And by chance, if you get the 3-star heroes or the 4-star heroes, then you just go back to my ROI estimate, and you can just actually calculate the powers, and you can see to yourself that how many days it would take you. And we do recommend that you take breaks between the gameplay, and obviously you have to. But during these breaks, right, we actually have a very exciting mode called Idle to Earn. So while you're waiting for your hero to charge up all 5 bar energy, of course you can, just have maybe fulfill 3 bars or maybe 2 bars. You're still going to be able to use the heroes, right? But let's say you take a break of every maybe 3 hours or so, you can leave your heroes in an idle pool that allow you to earn while you are offline. You go to sleep, put them into idle power. You go to work, put them into idle power. Anywhere you want to stop playing for a little bit, put them into idle power, and then they would be able to earn you money without you having to play. So yeah, check it out. It's idle to earn. That's a fantastic features that we currently have that I think not many GameFi were able to balance this.
Even I am wowed by the answer to that question, Harvey. That is indeed a massive wow factor for me. Being able to continuously earn while not even being present is indeed something I have never seen in this space before. So
that's right.
Once again, I love your excitement.
Thank you, Levitate. And there's a reason why people they are very afraid of doing this, because they're afraid that the economy might break. They're afraid of inflation. They're afraid of all of this, right? But we are so excited to share with you that we have a team of economic growth in-house. This is very rare for a GameFi project or any blockchain project to have a in-house tokenomic team, an economic, very dedicated economic team that we calculate every single aspects of pricings, of reward tokens, of everything related to the totem governance. Can we say that we don't just give you reward and then we don't think maybe 2 years, 3 years ahead? We give you these rewards, we already calculated everything related to the economics of it. So we have burning mechanisms that we are going to introduce. We have breeding mechanisms that we're going to have. We have various different ways for you to actually burn these tokens away, and even the NFTs. So
Awesome.
yeah, I think that also answers. Yeah, I think that also answers a little bit about some of the questions.
Yeah.
So I would say that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I would say maybe $1,000, right? You're spending maybe. I do spend somewhere about 4 hours per day, because I play the game that we develop. So I spend that. But I have seen people who spend less than that, maybe about 3 hours per day, and they still be able to achieve the ROI within the month. So it's actually not that much time consuming. Yeah.
That's very nice. Not having any time consumption. Well, there is time consumption, but not as many as having to sit there for like 10 hours. So that's very exciting. And again, the offline way of being able to earn is something truly innovative, in my opinion. However, I do think that you've answered some of the questions, and obviously the people that you've picked have won a prize, one of your fantastic eggs. And sadly, I'd love for you to continuously answer them. However, I'm going to be short on eggs if we continue answering those questions. And I love the excitement once again. And I know that you, just like me, we could keep on going for hours and hours on end, because you surely do sound like a social person. So for now on, once again, I'm going to thank you so much for being with us here today, Harvey. You've given us some very exciting answers, and we as a whole from CryptoBlades are very glad that you took part in this AMA.
Awesome. Thank you so much, mate. It's a very much my pleasure to be here, and I'm very excited to be in partnership with CryptoBlades, me and Orbitau team, the whole. Together, we really hope to elevate the GameFi industry and create the best value to our communities.
Awesome. All right. Well, once again, thank you so much for your time, Harvey, and for everyone else out here. That concludes today's AMA. Thank you for those who've participated and asked some amazing questions that Harvey have answered. And if you're looking for an amazing and very innovative game, please do check them out. I'll post their links in the chat. And once again, everyone, thank you for being here. Goodbye.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.